Days ago, month in news, Monday 22nd November 2021. We're looking from the papers. First up, New York Times, picture of a sad Austrian man looking at Christmas decorations. We're all in lockdown now. On the left, Iran nuclear talks. On the right, US virus numbers line go up. Wall Street Journal, SUV plows into Christmas parade, killing multiple people. 5 people dead, multiple people injured. RIP to the deceased. That was in Wisconsin. Global supply gridlock starts to ease just in time for Christmas. Lovely. Afghan opium trade blooms under the Taliban. Good, much like it did under the CIA. USA Today, jury still out in the Rittenhouse case. USA Today bringing us Friday's news. He was, of course, found not guilty on all 3 charges on Saturday. Beside that, Astro World, historical racism. Chicago Sun-Times, pressure from the Proud Boys. Culture war item here. School was trying to get rid of a book that was in the library. And the Proud Boys turned up so they could berate and harass teenagers. Big boys that they are. Toronto Sun, urban sprawl. Let's talk about too many cannabis vendors, not enough room for them on the high street in Toronto. Grandma from Cuba. Quote from Fidel down the bottom. We see in volunteer work a training instrument, a pedagogical instrument. Yes, thank you, Fidel. Start of South Africa. Post office is shutting down. Another ANC scandal. Staff are protesting again, probably at not being paid. Jerusalem Post, true crime. COVID in children line go up. Tehran Times, Iran, Syria ties stronger than ever. Okay, this article is talking about how the war is winding down in Syria, and not just Iran, but other countries are now trying to normalise relationships with Al-Assad, like the United Arab Emirates. The Hindu, SKM seeks legal backing for MSP, repeal of electricity bill. SKM is the umbrella body of farmers' unions, and they come out and said that they welcome Modi repealing the laws that he was going to bring in, but they said that, you know, you had 11 rounds of talk with us and you chose the path of a unilateral declaration rather than a bilateral solution. And so we always said we wanted to talk to you, and dialogue and discussion was the only way. And so we'll review it in a week. But in the meantime, we're going to continue with our pre-decided agitation programme, and we'll be marching to Parliament on November 29th. The Australian finally be open to the world. You're allowed to travel to Australia now. Don't know why you'd want to do that, but there you go. Global Times from China. Kyle Rittenhouse. People are protesting the verdict in America. Underneath that, diplomatic ties with Lithuania downgraded. Lithuania gone into China's bad books because they let Taiwan open a representative office there, and China have said that they should withdraw their ambassador from Beijing, and they've also downgraded the Lithuanian embassy to a charged affair status. Irish Examiner, sports, boosters and bejesus to help avoid the lockdown. This is quoting a senior minister in the Irish government, obviously, who will remain unnamed, I guess, and he said, yeah, booster jabs and the chief medical officer scaring the bejesus set of people will help avoid a Christmas lockdown. So the lockdown will just exist in your head, not in the law. Irish Times, COVID, sport, water charges. Irish Daily Mail, celebs, Christmas, celebs. Irish Sun, celebs, football. Financial Times, Peng concerns. The IOC, that's the Olympic Committee, spoke to her, the tennis player that's missing, for 30 minutes, but people are still concerned. Not too sure that she's safe from that. Underneath that, more China stuff. China missile fired during flight by hypersonic weapon confounds the US. China tested this weapon back in July, and they got the weapon to travel at 5 times the speed of sound, but then the weapon was able to fire another missile at a target. And so this apparently is pushing the laws of physics somehow. I'm not a physicist, but it says here, the Pentagon is unsure how China overcame physics to fire a missile from a glide vehicle moving at 5 times the speed of sound. There you go. I guess I'll probably use this, say, you know, China could nuke the world in half the time we could, and this is dangerous and we should go to war with them. Over on the right, hard to see, but it says volcano-powered Bitcoin city planned. That's an actual volcano, not the type of vaporizer. That's, of course, from El Salvador, which is ran by a Bitcoin bro. Hope that goes well for them living inside the volcano. Doesn't end in a Pompeii disaster or anything. The Guardian, politics down here. Protests against COVID curb spread in Europe. I think that picture's from Belgium. There was also protests in the Netherlands. I mean, doesn't even look that dramatic, just a fire between the cops. Don't think anyone was actually hurt much, or a couple of arrests maybe. A lot of property damage, you know. Times, NHS waiting list. MPs maybe avoiding big tax bills on second jobs. So we had the second job scandal last week. Now we have the second job scandal, which is that they're not paying tax on their second jobs by routing it through private companies, that type of thing. Who would have thought? Daily Tory graph, people protesting against COVID laws. Down the bottom, Russia set to invade Ukraine in early 2022. Cool, something to look forward to in the new year. Daily Express, Liverpool bombing, Prime Minister. Oh, the Queen in green, there she is. She was out and about yesterday, double christening. First child was from this lady, Zara Phillips, who is a niece of Prince Andrew. Still on for question regarding his relationship. People will influence Jeffrey Epstein, RP. And underneath that is Princess Beatrice, who's the daughter of Prince Andrew. Still on for question regarding his relationship. People will influence Jeffrey Epstein, RP. Most important thing about this story is, of course, Queen is still alive. The Mirror, there's the Queen still alive. Underneath that, fur farms in Finland. That's foxes. That fox doesn't look too happy there. They're quite a cute creature, aren't they? Somewhere between like a cat and a dog. Very strange looking animal. But yeah, they're being raised and then treated really badly so they can make them into coats to sell in Harrods, which was, of course, previously part owned by the man who was in the car with Diana when she was killed. Daily Mail, lifestyle, Pro True Crime, Celebs, iNewspaper, booster jabs on the way for all adults to beat winter wave. There you can see underneath how they're going to distribute the booster jabs using the water cannon. Very effective. The Metro, Prime Minister's mask slips again. There's Boris on the train, no mask on him. Bad boy Boris, tut tut. Daily Star, football, weather, as if today's papers, but yesterday's Irish Sun on Sunday. On the left, Thirst posting, and on the right, picture exclusive. Someone sold this picture to the Sun on Sunday, presumably for a very high fee. Pope and the pedo. Our boy, Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine, meeting with our actual boy, Pope JP II, huge hero of mine back in the day, till I grew up and realised, started reading things on Wikipedia. Anyway, two of them there having a meeting. One of them, of course, accused of running an international trafficking ring which traffic minors for sex all around the world. And the other one is Jeffrey Epstein. Julian Assange is still in jail in the maximum security Belmarsh prison without fair trial or due process. Going to stay off corporate, state, social media for the day. Just click the link in the description. Alright, thanks, good luck.